Hi, today we're going to talk about subject-verb agreement with third-person singular S. In English, the verb must agree with its subject. What does that mean? Verbs in the third-person singular, including do and have, as well as simple present and past tense be verbs, must carry an S. When used with pronouns like he, she, it, or nouns like Tom, Maria, my teacher, the dog, the company. If we're using singular nouns, we will use an S form of the verb in the present tense. For example, he lives in Cyprus. She lives in Malta. Tim lives in Naples. Miss Connor lives in Milan. My brother lives in New York. The teacher lives near the school. Notice the S on the verb live because it's in the present tense and it's associated with a singular noun as the subject in the third person. Most other subjects use the base form in the present tense. For example, I live in Athens. You live in Paris. We live in Madrid. They live in Crete. The Smiths live in Rome. My friends live in London. Notice the difference. I work every day. She works every day. They play tennis on Saturdays. He plays tennis on Saturdays. We study English. Maria studies English. There's something interesting here. We often use an S on the subject with plural count nouns, but we do not use an S on the verb. For example, the dogs play, boys play, students play, the children play. Now notice the children is an irregular plural, so it doesn't take an S. However, the verb does not require an S because the word children is actually plural. It would be incorrect to say the dogs plays, boys plays, students plays, the children plays. However, when the noun is singular, there is no S on the noun, but an S is required on the verb in the present tense. For example, the dog plays, a boy plays, a student plays, the child plays. It would be incorrect to say the dog play, a boy play, a student play, the child play. That's kind of interesting how English works like that. Next, we'll talk about the verb have. With have, we do not add an S to have, but we change the word to has in the third person singular. So the word has is the form that is used in the correct sense here. We use have with I, you, we, and they. We use has with he, she, and it. For example, he has a trophy. She has a new job. My teacher has a question. I have a computer. We have a winner. They have 2 children. Do and does. With I, you, we, or they, we use the verb do in the present tense. With he, she, and it, we use does. For example, Susan does her homework. They do everything together. The verb be. With the verb be, we have a slight change. That is with the subject I. We say I am. With you, we, and they, we say are. However, with he, she, and it, we say is. Now notice, is the S form, and it has an S at the end of the word. Here are some examples. I am here. You are right. We are ready. They are at school. She is here. He is not here. The restaurant is open. The past tense of be is kind of special because we include I in the S form. For example, I, she, he, and it are used with the past tense of the verb be was. However, you, we, and they are used with the word were. For example, she was home yesterday. Ron wasn't home yesterday. I was here yesterday. The movie was interesting. You were right. We were here too. They were at work yesterday. Modals. The words can, could, will, would, might, may, should, must, and a few other words are called modals. Modals are always followed by the base form of the verb, not the S form. So here are some examples. Ian can eat 12 bowls of rice. She can speak 3 languages. He will arrive tomorrow. Maria might come with us. My brother should study more. The train may arrive late. Even though we have a singular subject, we do not put an S on the main verb here. We do not say she can speaks English. With modals, we use the base form. She can speak English. We do not say he will arrive tomorrow. We say he will arrive tomorrow. Auxiliary verbs. With auxiliary verbs, there are several verbs in a sequence, but the agreement is shown only on the first verb. For example, Elsa is eating her dinner. Leo is going to eat later. Frank has eaten lunch already. Maria is studying for her test. My brother has finished his homework. With auxiliary verbs, there are typically 2 or more verbs used together. Here are some of the forms. Be plus verb ing. Now the first verb is the one that takes the S form. So we would say is or was, but the ing form is the same for all subjects. Do plus the base form. For third person singular nouns, we would say does. Have plus the past participle. In these cases, we would use the S form has as the first verb in the sequence. Note, with is and was with be verbs, it's I am in the present and I was in the past. Let's look at some examples. Elsa eats for dinner. No, this is incorrect. We do not have two S verbs together. We can say Elsa is eating her dinner. Now, what happens when we change the subject? The first verb changes, but the second one does not. The kids are eating dinner. Does plus the base form. Also with this verb, we do not put this together with another S form verb. Sarah doesn't works here. No, that is incorrect. We say Sarah doesn't work here. In questions with two or more verbs, we also keep the S form on the first verb only. We do not say, does he likes coffee? No, we say, does he like coffee? Other examples, do you like coffee? Do they work here? Does he like coffee? Does Sarah work here? That's the topic of another video. We won't go into detail in that here. To review, remember the S form of the verb is used with third person singular subjects in the present tense. For example, I work, but she works. They live, but he lives. We play, but Tom plays. I have, but she has. All of these verbs end in S. With be, it's a special case. Is the S form in present tense, and was is the S form in past tense. With modals, we always use the base form. No S form is used with these types of auxiliary verbs. With other types of auxiliary verbs, for example, be plus verb ing, only the first verb in the sequence uses the S form. For example, is, was, going. Do plus the base form. Does is the S form, and it is used before the main verb. Have plus past participle. Has is the S form, used with the past participle in certain sentences. Hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out our websites and channel for more information. ESLgold.com, EnglishVideo.com, YouTube.com, at English Free for You. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.